Alright there guys, so this is going to be part 2 of Tractor's update. Now we got the Ford LGT 125 loader and my old Ford 100 in this shed with the cats. This one here, I spent a little bit of time yesterday. I cleaned the carburetor out, put a new fuel filter, changed the oil, I greased all the steering, I topped up the rear end with hydro fluid or high trans, and now this one's working pretty good. It always has been working good, but I just like to do maintenance on it. And the carburetor in the bottom of the bowl, there was just a little bit of water separation. That's why sometimes I would have a hard time starting it. So now it starts up and runs good. This guy, I'm, slowly tinkering away with, and it's gonna need some work. The main thing right now for me is just getting the fuel situation figured out with the gas tank. The original gas tank here, back in the old videos of this tractor, I tried a vapor rust, and I think I just made it worse because I ended up making holes in the bottom. So that tank is not doing so good. Then I bought a parts tractor. I got excited because I thought the tank was good. Well, when I opened up the tractor and saw that the tank is pretty bad, it's really not any better than the one I got. And it's split, so I couldn't even fix that if I wanted to. Like, it's might have a good shut-off valve maybe, and the brackets, but that tank is not too good. So I got this other gas tank in here, and the height is almost the right height of what I think it's going to need to be to clear for the hood. And yeah, I'm going to have to make a little bit of a bracket here to help the gas tank out for the mounting. But I'm going to go with this gas tank instead of that small red one. Wherever it went, that little one there, it fit and it worked, but it just stands out like a sore thumb and it doesn't look right. At least this one's kind of sort of blue, I guess. It's a little bit bigger as well. So this tractor, in the meantime as well, like I was saying, I picked up a parts tractor I bought and sold. I took parts off of it before I sold it, one of them being the transmission, because this tractor had a issue with the transmission, particularly that pulley where the reverse gearbox goes was pretty bad. So you can see that this transmission's blue and the rest of the tractor's pretty rusty. That's because it's out of the other machine. I also managed to score a battery cover. It's red because it came off of Jacobson, but I could fix that up and put a little bit of blue on it. I'll get rid of these little bits of red on here, and I'll tape off the decal as best as I can and just paint it blue. And yeah, I got to get this thing going again. I think the fuel pump is where I left off last time. It's been a long time since I really worked on this. It's been sitting for almost a year now. So I got to get this one going and that Bolens 900 going. And then eventually I'll get that large frame going. But oh, and I also have the 1556 Bolens in a nice storage. It's not here right now. It's in a much better area because that tractor is like pristine. So I kept that one parked somewhere else. The 1050 that I picked up last year is gone. I ended up selling it along with that Bolens 900, like I was saying in the last video, but I actually ended up buying that Bolens 900 back. So it's back in my possession, luckily, because it turns out, there's not many of those around compared to the 1050s, so I'd like to keep the 900. And let's think here. What else have I done? There was a Massey Ferguson I picked up and sold. It had this Wisconsin engine. I ended up actually keeping the engine because I figured for one of my bolens tractors it might be good. The gas tank's actually not too bad, and it has a glass sediment bowl which needs to be cleaned, but nonetheless it's there. So I have another one of those if I want to clean that one up and use that. I kind of like the look of those old style sediment bowls. I'd like to put one on that Ford, but yeah, what else have I done to this thing? Because I've been working on these tractors for a couple days now. It's been warm. Right now it's pretty dark and rainy, but you know, at least the, you know, the snow is gone, and the most of it anyways. Like, there's still the pile of snow over there, but I guess we'll go take a look in here quick, even though in the last video I already showed you guys what was in here. But I did forget to mention my 1556 Franken bolens tractor. It needs some work still with the drive on this snowblower. It's too fast, so I gotta slow down the RPM speed by changing the pulleys if I can. Fingers crossed that'll work. But yeah, that one also needs a little bit of fine tuning. And the engine, I might do something better with the exhaust, because that's not very good, I will admit it. So yeah, we'll go back in where it's light, because you guys probably couldn't really see a whole lot there. So yeah, I'll be working on this little Ford 100 and trying to get it going again for the first time in a long time. And yeah, hopefully that one won't be too hard to get going. Like, I have all the parts for it. I remember a long time ago I bought all the parts to fix it. Yeah, the key switch, solenoid, and there's a bunch of stuff back in there. If I remember, I don't want to dig it all out and make a mess, but yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff to rebuild that engine. Fuel pump, carb kit, I can't remember what else. I have a brand new carburetor on it. Well, it was brand new last year. I hope that won't be too bad, because I ran regular gas through it, and then it sat like that. So, you know, regular gas these days is not exactly very good with these small engines, especially when you let them sit. So luckily this tractor doesn't sit outside. It sits in the shed where it's, you know, high off the, you know, it's off the ground anyways. It's dry in here, and that helps, but still. And if I need any spare parts, I ended up buying another Ford engine from one of these tractors. This is actually a 12 horse, but it's got the throttle cables, the starter generator, the coil, the carb, everything's with it. So fingers crossed this will be able to get going next. Once I get it running and driving and everything checks out the way I like, then I could figure out the mower deck that I have for it and go through that next. So one thing at a time. But either way, I wanted to share with you guys all the different projects that I've been working on, including the Fords. And yeah, so till the next time, take care guys, stay safe, and have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.